Make a creme brulee with me. If you're new to my channel, I'm Reese from Reese Where's My Spoon. And I apologize for the quality of some of the clips in this video because I used a different camera today. They will improve. So we're going to start off with 5 large egg yolks and half a cup of granulated sugar. We are then going to mix this until it is no longer grainy. We're going to mix it on a medium speed. And in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to get our heavy whipped cream ready by boiling it. So we're going to take 3 cups of heavy cream or heavy whipping cream, a half teaspoon of espresso powder. Now I use a half teaspoon of just instant coffee and a 1/4 teaspoon salt, and let it bring to a simmer on a medium-high heat. In the meantime, we're going to let this go and keep whisking together. We're going to turn it up just a little bit to make sure it's well incorporated and not grainy. While your heavy whipped cream is on the stove, you want to make sure that you're continuously watching it because it can go very quickly from normal to burnt, and you don't want that burnt cream taste. On the right, you'll see I already have my ramekins ready to go. So I'm making 6 ramekins, and they're in a pot that we're eventually going to fill hot water in, but I will explain that when we get to the process. The simmer process is going to take about 15-ish minutes, but you want to definitely keep stirring and watching it. You will know it's ready because it will start to bubble, and when you mix it, you will start seeing some heat. So it's going to look a little bit like that. It is a little hard to see, I apologize, but you will start seeing bubbles. When you mix, you'll see the heat rising and you will know it's ready. So you'll take it off your medium-high heat. Make sure you use an oven or a heat-safe mitt so you don't get burnt, depending on the type of pot you're using. So you should be able to see, if you look really carefully, you'll be able to see the heat dissipating from the pan. So now you definitely know it's ready. You're going to take that, and now what you're going to do is you're going to temper your egg yolks, which means you're going to beat this while adding a little bit of a quantity of the heavy whipping cream. The reason why you don't want to add the boiling whipping cream to the egg yolks just in its entirety is because you will then have scrambled eggs, and we are not trying to have breakfast, we're trying to have dessert. So just some patience here as you begin to temper your eggs. And once it's nice and heated, you can then pour it all in, which you'll see in just a few minutes. But I start adding more and more of a quantity of the heavy whipping cream. I don't know why that sounds so weird today. A quantity. More of heavy whipping cream? Anyway. So you're also going to want to add your vanilla essence or vanilla extract in. And then add in the rest of your heavy whipped cream mixture. Now be careful if you're using a stand mixer, because the stand mixer, the actual pot does get really hot when you're trying to pour it in because it is metal. So just make sure you're wearing something that can protect your hands from getting burnt when you're pouring it into your ramekins. So the other thing you're going to want to do is right before you do this, you're going to want to boil some hot water, because you will need to put your ramekins in a hot water bath and then put it in the oven, because that just ensures that your creme brulee is going to cook evenly. So that's just my electric kettle with the hot water. So first I'm going to pour the creme brulee into my water bath, into my ramekins, and then I will fill up the pot to halfway up the ramekins with hot water and then place it in the oven at 325 to bake for about 40 minutes in my oven. So this is me adding the hot water to halfway up the ramekins. At about the 30-minute mark, you're going to want to check your creme brulee mixture to make sure that it's cooked on the side, but a little jiggly in the center. Once your creme brulee is done in the oven, mine took about 40 minutes at 325. I let it cool in the fridge for about 2 hours, and then I am putting some granulated sugar on top, and then we're going to use a blowtorch to get that nice caramelized sugar top that we love to break. By we, I mean me. It's my favorite part of creme brulee, other than the taste, of course. This was perfectly set. So you do want your creme brulee to set for about 4 hours. Overnight is best, but 4 hours is usually the key mark. Et voila, the final product. Bon appetit.